Hey everybody, it's Sanitarium here and welcome to another Guild Wars playthrough. This is not, like, the most exciting part of the game, I will assure you, but hey, we're in Post-Searing! Sorry that I kind of took a detour with all the Halloween stuff, but I was really super excited to kind of get this underway, or show you guys the Halloween events before they passed. I might make a special video just to show you the Mad King Thorn whenever he arrives, and have a Halloween Part 3. I still haven't decided, as I've done most of the Halloween quests without you, being there to witness those, so it just depends. I might be playing tomorrow with my best friend. Anyways, let's just go ahead and jump right into this, shall we? Loading screen, loading screen, loading screen. So last time, if you don't remember, I think we ran into Captain Osiric, and he said that we had to go talk with Sir Titus. Now, if you remember, Sir Titus was one of the guys that was in, he was actually in Pre-Searing with us. Oh god. Okay, so anyways, I was checking out the armors last time I was on here by myself just to kind of see like what the prices were and etc. And because I don't know if I showed you the Xunlai chest, I might have, but basically you have two types of armor here. You have this armor smith, which makes really cheap armor, but that's because it's a lower level. It only like gives you armor 15, which is what we have right now. So it's basically practically just like what we have. Actually, we have like armor 7, I think. And then this guy's a weapon creator. And then this guy right here, he is another armor maker, but he makes better armor, needless to say. So now that we can actually craft armor, there's some things you really want to look at. So first of all, you have the different types of scars. You have the Ragged Scar pattern, which doesn't do anything, Devilish Scar pattern, which gives you Soul Reaping +1, Ragged Scar pattern, which does Death Magic +1, then Ragged Scar pattern that does Curses +1, and a Ragged Scar pattern that does Blood Magic +1. Now obviously we're a Blood Magic specialty, so we would get that. Now you have these two things. So the armor itself does not vary. It doesn't have anything different between the Cabal tunic and the Tyrian tunic. The only difference is the way that it looks. The Cabal, I was having a hard time because the Cabal tunic looks really nice, but the Tyrian tunic I think looks a little cooler. Cabal gloves, Tyrian gloves, and you can mix and match it, you know, but obviously if you mix and match it, you're in for a surprise, because obviously they look like two different entities. So I was debating on which one I wanted the most, and I think I decided to go with the Tyrian, but I'm not really sure. Sorry if you hear stuff like within my audio. I currently have my window open because it's actually a really nice day. I should look at that girl. Is she a mesmer or she's a necromancer? She is a necromancer. Is she wearing the Krytan stuff? Yeah, she's wearing the Krytan stuff. Okay, well, that's not interesting to me. So anyways, we're gonna get the Tyrian armor. Now, if you were paying attention on the list, it basically told you the stuff that we needed in order to craft these different things. Obviously, we need a lot of tan hide squares, 6 to make the chest piece alone, plus each thing costs like 75 gold. So, opening up my my thing here, I'm going to withdraw 4 of these, and I'm going to withdraw 1 of these, just to be awesome. Actually, switch me with this. So, okay, hold on. So when we get our armor, I'm going to show you the die system, but anyways, so we're going to withdraw funds. We're going to go ahead and just withdraw, assume that, okay, 4 pieces, assume that's going to be 400 gold. So, 400. Withdraw. So we're going to take out 400 gold, and then we're going to go into our supply stack here. We're going to take out this for our actual armor, and then we're going to take out the piles of glittering dust, which I don't have very many of, and we're going to take that out for our scar pattern. Now that we have all our things, now we can go buy some armor. Now there is a way to quick travel there, not really quick travel, but you just click on the guy that you want to go to, and you press space. Well, that didn't obviously work, but anyways, you double click him, or you click the area in which you want to go, and your character should go, but mine is stuck between a box, because he's stupid. So, yeah, I just pressed space after I got out of the boxes, I'm not even touching the keyboard, and the character's automatically walking there. I think that Post-Searing Ascalon... Ugh. Post-Searing, now I have to touch it. Post-Searing Ascalon is the most buggy when it comes to moving around the area, because everything's just so jagged and uprooted that there's really no way. Hold on. Well, okay, it shows that it's recording whenever I speak, but we'll see, because I think I turned off my, my microphone, so I'm not really sure that it's actually recording my voice. But we'll see. So, anyways, we're gonna go to Corwin Armor, and as I said, we're gonna take the Blood Magic one. We're gonna craft that. We want the Tyrian Tunic. We're gonna craft that. Tyrian Gloves. Craft. Tyrian Leggings. Craft. And lastly, we're gonna craft our Tyrian Boots. Craft. Goodbye. Now that we've crafted everything, we can start applying it. So, it's just drag and click. Really simple process. Here. Here. Here, and here. Alright, so this is our new armor, and now that we have that, I'm going to start applying the dye. Now to apply the dye, as I showed you before, you just double click, and you press apply when you got what you like. Since it is Halloween, I'm going to go ahead and do an orange theme, which is really popular among necromancers, and especially male necromancers. And we are now officially a pumpkin warrior. Oi. Anyways, I can't believe I've been showing my recording thing this whole time and no one said anything. Shame on you. So, check it out. I'm glad I'm glad I picked the Tyrian stuff. Okay, so anyways, since this is we can't do anything with the scarf pattern. It's useless since it's what we came with, so we have to get rid of it. But the Krytan stuff can actually be sold. I don't think it can be salvaged, but I know it can be sold for a fact. So we're gonna go over here to this little armor dude right here. Hey dude, hey, sell my shit. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sell the Krytan tunic. We're gonna sell our gloves. And it's like, are you sure? It's like, yes. And we're gonna sell the Krytan boots. Granted, we didn't get shit back for it. We only got about 36 gold, but it's better than nothing. So now that we're finished with that, we're going to deposit all of our gold back into the Xunlai. We're going to deposit our crafting stuff back in the Xunlai. And then after that, we can go ahead and start with some quests. I'm not really sure how long this first episode is going to be. Deposit funds, max 266. Inventory. Looking at this crafting area is really sad in comparison to my original account. I don't even get the 4th anniversary storage just because I didn't have this account for the 4th anniversary. So like I only have these 3 things here, and so as you can see Gwen's broken foot. 3 Wayfarer's Mark. Trade it to collectors in town for a reward. Anyways. So as you can see, these are the miniatures I've earned on this account. You get miniatures, you get 1 every year for your birthday, unless you get like a tonic or something. Which I have never in my lifetime got a tonic, and everybody complains that they only get tonics. Miniatures can be devoted in the, can be dedicated in the Hall of Monuments, which is part of the Guild Wars expansion. We are a billion gazillion light years away from the expansion. What are you doing here? In a short time, the Mad King will arrive. Okay, so this is for the Halloween thing. I didn't know that they had any here in Ascalon, but I guess they do. I know that there's always a troupe of candy corn dancers that come around. Everybody transforms into candy corns, and they sync dance in the square, but other than that... So as you can see, this is what remains of Ascalon. It's very sad. Everything's in ruins. You know, crystals shooting up everywhere. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know how much of this you recognize from the game. You probably wouldn't, because this is actually, if you remember, this is actually the area across the water that we were looking at, but we couldn't see, because there's the water. This was actually the area across the water where it looked like we could go up the staircase, but we couldn't. This is that area. So, anyways. We're gonna go ahead and talk to Sir, or War Master Titus. Now he's War Master Titus instead of Sir Titus. And he has an eye patch. Don't talk to me about the Krytan Ambassador. I've been getting an earful from both sides. Do you know why King Adalbern trusts me, Arkis? Because I know where my loyalties lie. King and country. Balthazar preserved them both. Perhaps joining the Prince's vanguard has confused you, but Rurik is not the ruler of this kingdom. Now listen to me. The king has already given this matter much consideration, and the likes of you and I best abide by his wisdom. Now, if you remember, there's a Krytan Ambassador here that wants to help us with the war against the Charr. And the problem with this is that King Adalbern hates the Krytan Ambassador because of old grudges against Kryta for the war. So basically King Adalbern says, F this ambassador, we are not going to accept their help. And Rurik is like, we need their help, no matter what. And now War Master Titus is siding with King Adalbern and saying, no, don't even think about it because you need to know where your loyalties lie. Me personally, because I've read the books, I don't like King Adalbern, plus I've played the game, so I already don't like him, but we have no choice but to do what War Master Titus says. Alright, the King's message. I have an important task for you. Please deliver this royal message to Ambassador Zane of Kryta. His camp can be found just outside of the city. Go out the western gate to Old Ascalon and head west to find the encampment. I don't trust these Krytans. I want you to take someone with you in case there's trouble. I'm sure Alicia will be willing to go with you, and she can heal you if need be. You can rely on me. So this is basically teaching you about the henchman system. Now obviously this game is, it says that it's a standalone game, as in you can play the game on your own, but the thing is and you don't need other players to help you, but the thing is even if you do play on your own, you cannot play as a solo character out in the field. You do need others to help you and support you, and that's where the henchmen come in. Now, the way we do the henchmen is just the way I showed you in my my cut video, and from the pre-searing final, or finale, however you want to say. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to party search. Since there's no players in this area looking for anything, we're going to go to henchmen. Now, Alicia is the healer. You always need a healer in your party. Since we're a necromancer, we'll want a fighter, someone to go out front. And while rangers are good for distance damage, Reyna does not have an animal companion, so she's practically useless. So we're going to go ahead and choose Orion the mage. And if you remember, these were the 3 henchmen we were given during the final mission against Vatlaw Doomtooth in the pre-searing finale. So now that we've got the old team back together, we're going to go ahead and do what War Master Titus said. Now there are more quests here within Ascalon, but this is just kind of giving you a feel. I was like moonwalking there for a minute. Dun, 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 dun. Now, because of Halloween, nothing in this part of the world has changed. Everything that's changed is only within Lion's Arch and Commodon and whatnot, so yeah. That lady doesn't have a quest for you, but someone will give you a quest during a mission where you have to go talk to her. Yeah, I am sorry. I've been recording a lot of Eye of the North lately, but I really can't. Like, there's no point in me recording it because we are so far away from anything that has to do with war or Eye of the North that there is literally no point in us even trying to record it to save it for later. So anyways, War Master Grass, whenever I first started my Mesmer, she was a Mesmer warrior, and then I later changed her to a Mesmer ranger. But if you're a warrior, he will have a quest for you to go and slay 15 gargoyles and come back to him. He'll give you some nice skills for it. Just a heads up. Now, I do have other characters that are in this area of the game. I actually have 3 characters that are within it. Greetings, Ambassador Zane. Let me be the first to welcome you to Ascalon. Prince Rurik, I thank you for your kind words. I will admit I was nervous about this meeting. Our initial reception here in Ascalon has been less than warm. So I have heard. I apologize for my father. He means well, and does what he thinks is best for his country, but sometimes his stubborn memory of the last guild war gets in the way. The days of war between our 2 nations are over. We are here in the name of Kryta to give aid to Ascalon. We ask for nothing in return and wish only to be of service. We would be foolish to allow our pride to stand in the way of such a generous offer. As he's yawning. Now I see why the people of Ascalon so admire you, Rurik. When it is your turn, you will be a good king. Blah 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 blah. Something something something. Thank you, Ambassador. Now I must take my leave. I will talk with the king. And something something something. Okay, so basically, like I said, Rurik likes the Ambassador, and he really, really, really wants to help. You know, he really wants the help of Ambassador Zane, and he wants to he wants to make an alliance between the two countries, and he wants the memories of the last Guild War to be over, and he wants the people to kind of unite under one banner against the Charr to save Ascalon. And he's more concerned about saving the Ascalon people more than he is actually going against the Charr. And that's what I like about Rurik. And then Ambassador Zane, obviously, he is from Krytan, but he is not only part of Krytan, he is part of what's known as the White Mantle. And you'll learn more because they have their own twist to them as well. And we have some quests here, and there's some things over there, but I don't think they have any quests for us. Only if you're an elementalist will she have a quest for you. Anyways, our quest is to talk to him, so let's do that. A message with a royal seal? Let's see. Honored Ambassador, etc., etc., your request for permission to enter the city and address the people of Ascalon is emphatically denied. This being the fourth such denial, His Majesty bids you reconsider this ill-conceived journey and contemplate a return to Krytan. King Adalbern and I have learned very different lessons from the wars of the past. Isolation is not the answer. Only in peace and mutual friendship shall we find our salvation. I still have hope that in time you will realize the truth of this. So basically, as I said, the king is very stubborn and he does not want an alliance between the two. He keeps asking for permission to enter the city and the king keeps denying him. The king never meets with him in person and basically just sends these messages back and forth. Now he has some stuff for us. Unseen ones preserve you. The Ambassador's Quandary. Alas, despite the current peace between Krytan and Ascalon, your king Adalbern still chooses to view all Krytans with distrust. He respects the old laws too much to do anything untoward, but I must take care not to give him an excuse to expel me from the kingdom. Therein lies my trouble. Unable to enter the city, my men have been forced to travel south to Regent Valley to resupply, and have been victimized repeatedly by a bandit named Torin. We would hunt down Torin ourselves, but shedding the blood of an Ascalon, even a criminal like Torin, might be a mistake. Will you attend to this bandit threat for me? I'll take care of it. Okay, and helping the people of Ascalon. I do not understand the hostility that my presence generates from your king. I only seek to help the people of Ascalon. You can help me in this cause. I have a shipment of supplies that I was going to deliver to an Ascalon woman called Ellie Rigby. She runs an orphanage for those who have lost their parents in these evil times. King Adalbern, however, will not allow me in the city to deliver these supplies. Would you help the children of Ascalon for me and deliver the supplies? I will gladly help you. Ellie Rigby is actually some reference to a Beatles song, I do believe. Witness Radiston. Unseen ones protect you. This land has seen much tragedy. Even in this place I feel the spirits of the dead, filled with confusion and anger. I can consecrate this ground so that the dead may have some peace, but I will need very special items for the ceremony. I believe there is a craftsman here in Old Ascalon called Artisan David, who is capable of fashioning exactly what I need. Would you take this list to him and bring back the supplies he gives you? I'd be happy to help. Quest add, Rest and Drink. Go away, Devourer. So this is a Plague Devourer. This is a real Plague Devourer. If you remember, there was a Poisonous Devourer that we saw in Pre-Searing, and it looked like a normal Lash Devourer, and now we actually have real Plague Devourers, which look a lot different. Oy. So if you remember, these Elementalists in Pre-Searings were not hostile towards us, and now they are very much hostile towards us. So I don't understand what's coming up this way. 2 travelers? Oh, 2 Ascalonian guards. I guess I forgot that Ascalonian guards walk around now. Oh wait, I haven't been in this area in so long. It's not like they've updated anything, but when you don't do something for a long time, it tends to slip you by. Now, with hulking stone elementalists, basically with hulking stone elementalists, the only problem with them is that they do, if you're playing a warrior, they do not bleed. They do not bleed, and they cannot have a crippled effect because they're made from stone. This is basically where the laws of the game get a little too realistic, because it's like, okay, stones can't bleed and stones can't be crippled. So it always made them really annoying to fight, like, early on, whenever I was, like, really low level, because I basically, whenever I was playing my main character, I jumped ship from freaking Post-Searing as soon as I could. I wasted, like, no time. I didn't try out any of the other powers. I didn't do crap. I basically was just like, I want to be a Mesmer warrior, and then after I was done with that, I got the hell out of there. Flint Touchstone. This guy, he shows up in different places all the time. Sometimes he shows up by a crystal, like, way off in the distance, and sometimes he shows up in this corner here. Usually this area is actually infested with Grawl. And I think the only reason it isn't at the moment is because of what's his face? Artisan David, materials, Rastin's ritual. Let me see that. List of things for witness. Rastin looks like. I must say, you're lucky to have gotten this here. Some unusual requested deeds. Well, here you go. That's everything on the list. While you're here, you might want to see if I can make anything you need. Any town or city will have crafters and weaponsmiths, but artisans like myself are not so easy to come by. Show me what you think. Roll of parchment, leather square, bolt of linen, steel ingot. Interesting. Okay, so he is right. Like, artisans obviously can make materials that are not so common, such as the leather squares and stuff. Like, we can get tan hides, or tan hides or whatever, bolts of cloth, you know, those are typical. But when you get later in the game, you're not going to be able to use glittering dusts or anything, like, simple to come by. You will have to use the square hides. You will have to use the bolts of linen and bolts of silk and etc. and steel ingots instead, and it does get really expensive. So I know we're not supposed to go here, but this is the remains of Ashford Abbey. It looks crazy now, I know, and the catacombs are all blocked off, but I do want to go here so that we'll have access to the town so we can map travel there, and we do have a lot of quests here too. So it's now called the Sardillac Sanctum, or Sanitarium, sorry, Sardillac Sanitarium. It's an outpost, obviously, but if you remember, this is obviously where Mirak the Scribe was. There's Fodden. If you remember Fodden, we saved him from the Devourers. The eggs, they're coming for me. Please, make them go away. You see them, don't you? And he is now having a panic attack. He's traumatized by the events of the Searing, which is where the Charr rained fire on everything, and now he has permanent nightmares about hunting Devourer eggs. War Master Theron. We have a merchant. There's the Necromancer Mune. There's Kasha Blackblood. So these are the people we actually learned from. So, you wish to prove yourself a true necromancer? Then I have a task for you. A group of Grawl raided the Sanitarium several days past. We drove them off, but not before they carried off a valuable artifact, a Holy Relic that Menlo had retrieved from the catacombs. Actually, Menlo did not retrieve it from the catacombs. We actually retrieved it from the catacombs, but that's okay. The Grawl were last seen just north of here. I shall accompany you on this mission to evaluate your performance. When you're ready, meet me just outside the Sanitarium. What say you? I'll undertake this challenge. And then we have to go up here to talk to Kasha. I have a task that seems well suited to your skills. One who was once a respected member of our order has turned against Ascalon. Oberan the Reviled seeks to live up to his name by carving out his own kingdom for the dead here in the ruins of Ascalon. Oberan is cunning, but has an uncontrollable temper and can be goaded into action. I'd like you to head east of here, find his minions, and slay them. I think 6 should be a sufficient number to raise Oberon's ire. Are you up to the task? Should be no problem. So, now we have these missions that we can attend to. Naturally, I would not attend to them in this order, but we don't really have much of a choice. How much gold do I have? 53? I think crafting things like 100. Yeah, salvage kits are now 100. Damn. Well, I can sell this Warhammer because I don't need it. But that still leaves me 30 short. And I don't need this. I definitely don't need this. But I'm still 20 short. Oh well. Yeah, now the salvage kits are a lot more money. Things are very costly if you didn't see that before. And but salvage kits cost more because now they have more uses. So, Necromancer here. Hey Timo. Now then, let's go retrieve the lost relic. Follow me. I hate following NPCs. They always take really weird routes. Grawl, you the light. So now that you have henchmen, I don't know if I made this clear in the other episode, but whenever you have henchmen, the thing with having henchmen is that they just kind of run around and attack who they please. Oh, that's it? Why don't you carry the relic back to the Sanitarium? I don't like doing heavy lifts. What the fuck, woman? Well, I guess this is not the Holy Relic we got. I thought she was talking about the one we retrieved when we were trying the monk powers, but I guess not. So anyways, like I was saying, whenever you have henchmen, it should be far enough. Bring the relic to me, I'll make sure that it gets back to the Sanitarium, whatever. With the return of this relic, the inmates of the Sanitarium will sleep easier this night, and it's all thanks to you. You show some real talent for the high art of Necromancer. So, she gives us Insidious Parasite. Steal 15 health whenever target foe hits with an attack. I don't need it right now, so I'm going to equip it later. But yeah, so she gave us Insidious Parasite. Now, she would have given us a lot more if it weren't for the fact that we already knew all the other powers that she wanted to give us. So, naturally, also, Oberan the Reviled is over here. His little minions are up here. You have to kill six of them. But anyways, whenever you're targeting your henchmen, they basically are, you're following orders and you're attacking something. Your henchmen just kind of run around and they attack whoever the hell they want, wherever the hell they want. They kind of run in every which way direction. And yeah, so there's really no way to target, get them all in one group unless you press Control and click the one you want to target at the same time. So holding Control and then double clicking the person you want to attack kind of makes your people stay targeted on one person and one person only, so that they're not running around in a crazy circle. Truncheon. Okay, so basically, you have to kill 6 of his minions. After you kill 6 of his minions, you go back, and then Kasha is gonna have you actually slay Oberan himself, if I remember correctly. I thought after you killed the 6 minions, he came running after you, like, what have you done? But I guess that's not the case anymore. I thought that's how the quest played out, but I haven't played this quest in such a long time, because most of my characters do not have necromancy as a secondary profession, and not even a first one. And you killed 6 of his minions, you say. Excellent, Oberan should be truly enraged. Your actions this day are certain to draw him out of hiding. Dark Pact. Deals 28 damage. So this deals solid damage, but the thing is, I think I'm going to stick with what I have, because I've used that before, and while it is handy, it doesn't really do much. Hex Spell deals 10 damage adjacent foes whenever target picks. No. So she gave us another one with Dust and Curses, and I have no use for it. Okay, our plan seems to have worked. My spies inform me that Oberan is headed here even now to seek revenge on the one who slew his minions. Of course, I don't have to tell you that it's in both of our interests for you to slay Oberan. He comes for you up the road from the east even now. Are you ready to face him? I am more than ready. So we already have a huge one-up in this area of the game because we did buy our armor ahead of time. Obviously, if you're just starting out this game, you're not going to have that option. Because, I mean, if you're just starting this game, you haven't had time to get a Xunlai, and you haven't had time to save up the money. You know, you haven't had time to do any of these things. So here comes Oberan, and so I want to be ready for him. Because here come his minions. Come on, minions. Come on, minions. There you go. So obviously, just starting out on this game, you're not going to have the money saved up. You're not going to have the supplies unless you did what I did and you actually salvage stuff. Pre-searing. And even then, you might not have the sufficient supplies needed. Because I know my target's obstructed. I'm trying to get Arkis to move. Okay. I'm going to do a death and swarm. Well, okay, never mind. I killed him. That was easy. And now we just go back, I suppose. Oh, what the hell. I'm just gonna animate them just for fun of it. I can't, they're already dead. I thought I have to target their corpse. That's why I suck at raising the dead things. Oh well. Oy. I'm sorry guys, I'm like really tired right now. I'm actually sick, and that's why I decided to do this. Oberon's skills must have been slipping. Still, you did manage to defeat him, so I suppose you deserve some sort of reward. She's so cocky. Hex spell causes -1 health degeneration. End effect, you are healed for 30 health. So that's basically like Life Siphon. Yeah, so like Life Siphon's actually better. Putrid Explosions. Explodes the corpse, dealing 50 damage. Exploits a fresh corpse. Can't really use any of those, they're not really within my specialty. So I want to see if this actually works. So remember how I told you that whenever you enter Post-Searing, how you can actually summon the gods? I want to see if I can actually get Dwayna to show up here. She should. No. No. Yeah, and it's not Bow. Yeah, it's not Bow. Okay. Well, I guess she doesn't show up here. But anyways, oh, she did show up. I just didn't see her spawn. Avatar of Dwayna. Hey. Hey, girl. May the light of Dwayna shine upon your soul. What is on your mind? So much have the people of Ascalon suffered. Though you do not see them, many ghosts wander these desolate lands, unable to accept what has befallen them and move on. Dwayna wishes you to bring peace to two such tortured souls. Go into Old Ascalon and find the ghosts of Barris and Tama LaFay. Lead them to the gates of Ascalon City and wait there. I am Dwayna's servant. But I'm not going to do that one right now because that one actually takes a while. So we're going to go back to helping the people of Ascalon. And we're going to go ahead and do that first. We're going to travel to Ascalon, deliver the supplies, and then when we go back to the camp, we will have done, we can get rewards for both helping the people of Ascalon and Rastin's supplies. So Rastin can wait. So we need to find Ellie Rigsby. I already know where she is. It's just a matter of actually getting there. So here we have a material trader, which will trade you regular materials. Rare material trader. For a minute I thought his name was Neth. You have your merchant, your dye trader. So basically, let me show you what these are like. So you go to a dye trader, and you request a quote on whatever vial of dye you want. And they basically give you an updated price on how much they sold their last vial of dye for. They have all colors: blue, green, purple, red, yellow, brown, orange, silver, black, white, and pink. Every vial of dye that you can actually get or find within the actual game world, she will have here. Goodbye. See, a vial of dye black is 12 platinum. Vial of white dye is not as expensive. It used to be even more expensive than black, I believe. So will you stop with the turnaround lag? Okay, and so we have another merchant here. So, material traders, like I said, that's bones, feathers, bolts of cloth, iron ingots, typical things. Rare materials, which you will need, are fur squares, bolts of linen, bolt of damask, like I said, bolt of silk, glob of ectoplasm. Like, these are all different materials. And this is just for one, mind you. This isn't for a stack. You know, 250 gold just for one monstrous fang. You know, same with the ruby, sapphire, and diamonds. Like, that is 3 platinum just for 1 diamond. And you usually need at least, you know, 10 to make a piece of armor. So, I mean, the game itself gets crazy, and, you know, as you saw, we have not picked up crap in gold. So like I said, you wanna, whenever you're playing this game, you really want to save up your gold, because honestly, you're going to be grinding for it a lot. You are really going to be grinding for it a lot. Dun, dun, dun. Plus, with your henchmen, you actually share the gold among the henchmen. It'll say your party shared 60 gold, and there's 4 of you here, so that means you're getting like a little bit more than 10 gold, and that's about it. People often forget about the children of those slain by the Searing. I try to look after them, but there's only so much one woman can do. If we don't find someone to help us soon, I'm afraid what will happen. Thank you. Go and tell our mutual friend that these supplies will be put to good use. Thank Duena there are people like him around to help those in need. I honestly don't understand why certain people are so suspicious of people like our friend. So obviously she's being inconspicuous because the king does have ears everywhere. Everybody is loyal to said king, you know. So I like how the story takes that into account. It basically shows the character of people. You know, obviously she's scared because she doesn't want, you know, to get in trouble, and she doesn't want, you know, the king to know that she is having people sneak in supplies, because if the king were to find out that we were helping to sneak in supplies, well, he would basically have us gutted, and then who would bring the supplies in, you know? It's crazy like that. Oh my god, I have My Little Pony music stuck in my head. Oh, here's gonna be a cinematic. The king's gonna come. Or the prince is. Yeah, because there's the king. We'll stand by the king. Stand aside, Berg. Before you do this, Father, think about your motives. That Krytan is a cancer on the underbelly of Ascalon. I need no further motive than to cut him away before he does more harm. Ambassador Zane is here to offer us aid. He extends his hand in friendship. No Krytan will ever be a friend of Ascalon. Do not be foolish, old man. If you have not noticed, Ascalon is in no position to turn away help, even from those who were once our enemies. I grow tired of this work. Step aside this instant. We are here to arrest Ambassador Zane and try him as a traitor of his nation. I will not allow you to jeopardize the fate of Ascalon because of your petty jealousy. If you intend to arrest the ambassador, then you will first have to go through me. Go home, Father. Let me deal with this. This is a mistake. Rurik, mark my words. This Krytan will be the death of us all. And then he walks away, guards with me, and he walks away. So, interesting fact, King Adalbern and Rurik actually have 2 very powerful, magical swords. And I can't remember their names right now, but one of them, the sword ends up in the hands of a Charr. You kill that with tail. You go, Timo. Go on, kill it. Okay. And actually, it's because of those magical swords that bad things happen. I'm telling you guys, you should really read the books. The Guild Wars books are absolutely amazing. Anyways, Witness Wrath, thank you. These supplies from David should suffice, rest assured. Soon the spirits of the dead shall be granted the peace they deserve. Such are the blessings of the unseen. I don't know, like, I want to give you guys, like, the purest experience possible, but it's like, whenever they see the unseen ones, I shudder, because I know how much bullshit it is. Well done, my friend. You have done a great and merciful deed this day. I hope that this is the first step towards our 2 nations becoming allies. And he gives us Vile Touch, which deals 32 damage, which is better than what we had before. But I'm going to equip it later. And then we have the penetrating attack, which is a marksman thing, so of course I'm going to do that later as well. And I'm going to kill this whip-tail devourer that's been eating at my healer. So, how long have we played? Sorry, I got to check this again. It's not showing me. So about 39 minutes. Alright, I think it's safe to say that we can end the episode here on that note. So anyways, epic zoom in on my sexy Necromancer. Anyways, this has been Sanitarium playing Guild Wars. This will be part 12 and your introduction to Post-Searing. Like I said, these quests are not going to be as organized as they were in pre-Searing just because you get them in such a random order, and you don't have time to sit there and organize them and then go through them willy-nilly. So we will just kind of be running around doing random things, finding random things to do. That's honestly just the nature of it. That's just how it's gotta be, and I am sorry for that. But anyways, I don't really know what to say. Go ahead and hit like if you're excited to see this back on my YouTube channel instead of the Halloween stuff. Also, go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see in Post-Searing. Post-Searing is so big of an area, so just let me know what you want to see, and I will try my best to get that onto these videos for you and to convey that for you. Also, go ahead and feel free to subscribe to me. I'm sorry that this video has not been that interesting and that I kind of messed up on my video recording a little. I did try and record Guild Wars 2, and that didn't work. But I will fix the little issues later for the next episode. And last but not least, go ahead and connect with me online. I've been writing blogs lately. I am soon going to do a game review for Eye of the North if it's not up already. So if you check out my website, you can just see everything that I've been doing in the meantime when I'm not playing video games. And even when I am playing video games, just not recording them, you can see what I'm up to. But anyways, this is Sanitarium out, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a nice day, everybody. Ciao, you guys.